guys, time for Porcupine Buddy. Stop it. Hey guys, time for Porcupine 2 and welcome back to another video, buddy. Jeez. And today we're going to be going over some top tech you'll need to start a YouTube channel on photography and vlogs. And buddy, do you mind? Oh my goodness. Well, that was a fail. Anyway, so let's get straight into it. So this is going to be the top tech you're going to need for photography and vlogs to have a successful YouTube channel. So first off, let's start with the cameras you're going to need. Right, so here I've got 3 cameras which will all produce 720p at 30 FPS. Here we have a Casio X-Slim. I think it's by Nikon, something, I don't know. Anyway, so this will do 30 FPS and 720p. And unfortunately, the battery died the moment I was closing it, so it looks like that. And this works quite well. It runs off a normal SD card, not a micro SD card, and it ranges from about 20 to 25 pounds. This one here, this is I forgot what it's called, Action Shot. This will produce 720p at 30 FPS, and I think it does 1080p as well. And this I got for £29. I use this to make some of my first videos, the cycling and all of that. This one here is a VTech Kiddie Zoom Action Cam. This was given to me as a present, and this will do 1080p and 720p. And this one ranges about, let me think, 30 to 32 pounds. I think I saw it on eBay, or not eBay, somewhere. And this has this runs off micro SD, and so does this one. So full SD, 720p, full SD, micro SD, 720p and 1080p. Micro SD, 720p and 1080p. So they're all brilliant cameras to start off with, at a budget of 20 to 30 pounds. Right, so here I've got 3 cameras which will all produce 720p at 30 FPS. Here we have a Casio X-Slim. I think it's by Nikon, something, I don't know. Anyway, so this will do 30 FPS and 720p. And unfortunately, the battery died the moment I was closing it, so it looks like that. And this works quite well. It runs off a normal SD card, not a micro SD card, and it ranges from about 20 to 25 pounds. This one here, this is I forgot what it's called, Action Shot. This will produce 720p at 30 FPS, and I think it does 1080p as well. And this I got for £29. And I use this to make some of my first videos, the cycling and all of that. This one here is a VTech Kiddie Zoom Action Cam. This was given to me as a present, and this will do 1080p and 720p. And this one ranges about, let me think, 30 to 32 pounds. I think I saw it on eBay, or not eBay, somewhere. And this has this runs off micro SD, and so does this one. So full SD, 720p, full SD, micro SD, 720p and 1080p. Micro SD, 720p and 1080p. So they're all brilliant cameras to start off with, at a budget of 20 to 30 pounds. The camera you might want to use is the GoPro Hero 4 Session. That ranges from about 190 to 200 pounds. This is currently what I'm using here. It'll do 1080p. It's waterproof. You can go underwater. You can do it, and it's very durable. I've dropped it a couple of times onto concrete, and it still works fine. And it's a brilliant camera to use. This one runs off micro SD as well. And as you can tell, the microphone is not brilliant, but you can connect it to your phone, so you can use it via Wi-Fi. And yeah, it's one of those brilliant little cameras that you can use. Next thing you're going to need is something to edit on. So here I've got my Acer Aspire Switch 10e. I bought this for, I think it was about 240 when it was new. So now, that was 2 years ago. So now I'd imagine it would probably be about 220-ish. And this has 2.9 gigahertz. It works quite well. And at the moment it won't turn on because it's not charged. You can do some basic editing on here, none of like the proper stuff with Sony Vegas because it won't run Sony Vegas very well. And with this one, very special function that it does have is, one moment, you can take, no it's not working, there we go, take the screen off. So if you're out and about and you want to check what you're doing, it's got a micro SD slot and you can have a look at what you've recorded. And it works really well for doing stuff like that. I've used it quite a few times, especially when I'm using my drone. Now we're going to move on to the more photography side of the video. So here I've got a Nikon D60 and a Nikon F60. This one's a DSLR, this one's an SLR. In other words, this one's digital and this one requires some film. This one has about it's about £80 on the market. I'm currently selling this one, so if you're interested in buying a Nikon F60 for a good deal with 2 manuals and everything, it works very well. That's £80, and I want to have a think about that. Here I've got the Nikon D60, and this one is about £60 without the lens. And how many megapixels it has? It doesn't say how many megapixels it has, but it all requires on the lens, to be honest. So it says 18 to 55 millimeters, and has, let's see, auto flash. You can put an external flash in here, and I'll just show you a few photos that I've taken with it recently. Right then, let's power it on. And as you see, its subject is too dark. So I take this off, take a quick photo of my drone. There we go there. And that's brilliant quality. That's on auto. And I'll show you some other photos that you can take with it. There's one here of an Aston Martin, there we go. And it has, I think it's about 8 times zoom. Let's see. Yeah, 9 times zoom. There we go, an Aston Martin DB something or other. Anyway, so those are some brilliant that's a brilliant DSLR you can use. It doesn't produce film, so this is, it doesn't record video. So this is mainly photography. But mind you, for £60 for the camera on its own, that's a pretty good deal. Right, now we're bringing out the big boy. This is the Syma X8HG. It's £130. This is a brilliant drone to start off with if you're getting into aerial flight and video recording. It comes with a 1080p HD camera. That if you wanted to buy this on your own, because you might break it or something, this is £56 on its own. And this is the drone. So you can't have the camera on itself recording video. It has to be plugged into the drone via a micro USB to a whatever that is, cable. And the flight time is around 8 to 10 minutes, and you can get some pretty good recording in with that 1080p camera out down there. As you can see, I have damaged it quite a bit because I've crashed it a few times. But other than that, it's worked pretty well over the months that I've had it. And yeah, so this is a basic drone that you want to start off with if you're getting into aerial flights, and then you might want to move on to some of the DJI and Actel and all of that, thinking about the higher class stuff. So that is the end of my review of all of this kit that you can use to start off with YouTubing, photography and vlogs, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye!